How's it going, everybody? It's Thursday the 28th. Great to see you today. Thanks for popping by the live stream. And if you're coming from that really awesome Twitter space about collecting, you know that the Cryptoys, one of the Cryptoys founders, Will, was hosting. Of course, you know, the Superstar Boys were up there as well. And Ryan from VeVe was also in that space. Really cool Twitter space that or X space that I was just listening to. Lots of the fam was in the audience too, which was great. We had some good speakers come up there. Shawnee came up and spoke, a few others, and it was really good to see that kind of space happen, that kind of collab. You know, I mean, you know, with VeVe and of course Cryptoys right up there, kind of together, talking about strategies and all sorts of fun. I do believe that Will and the Cryptoys team actually recorded that space, so it's up there on X if you want to go check it out. Probably just go over to Will's page on X and you could probably find that space and you could re-listen to it as well. It was a good one. So I was listening to that right before I came here and it was getting me all pumped up for digital collecting as usual. Like I need any more motivation to get pumped up, right? I don't know about you guys, but I don't need any more motivation. But what I'm about to get is slightly more motivated as Alex G has come to the space. How you doing, Alex?
I'm all right. Good times. Good times. Always.
Oh, it makes me so happy to see you. Yesterday, you came and you made that awesome appearance in that X space as well. And you popped up there. There was one that was going on. And, you know, I sent you a link today because you talked a little bit about New York. And I just also DM'd you. And I haven't told anybody this. You're the first person I told because I really want to be a water boy at the booth there. Whatever you need, I can run around.
Well, really, I mean,
but I'm
really
going.
I really just came by to give you my coffee order in advance. So
it's all right. I don't mind. No, I'm coming to New York, and you're the first person I've told, and I wanted to.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Do they get this the fireworks thing? There you go. See, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. No, so I'm super excited. And, you know, you were getting me all pumped yesterday talking about some stuff. And yeah, like, you know, you guys must be crazy busy getting ready for that, right? So.
Yeah, it is a little nutty. Obviously, lots going on with the Funko news and Comic-Con and everything else that is happening and, you know, continues to happen behind the scenes with VeVe. But yeah, lots going on for sure.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that Funko party, I heard, okay, now from you as well, that it's going to be in Times Square.
Yes, our venue is in Times Square. There will be a few ways to get in. Obviously, we have not released any details outside of me blowing it in X. And kudos to you, by the way, for really committing to X, calling it X.
And yes, I haven't call it X all the time. Yeah, I call it X.
It is Twitter, damn it. It is.
I know it's tough, right? It's tough.
Yeah. I may feel the way about X as some people felt about the heart logo when we debuted it.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it.
Take you some time to warm up and then realize it's the best thing ever.
And then you know, like ask me next month, and it'll be like amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, what foresight? What amazing vision? Anyway, let's see. So
I got the logo right here. You got it right there. So
there you go. See,
I want
right on your heart.
Yeah. Well, I got this from VeVeVerse Life when he came through Vancouver.
Yes.
And now he's
I
on
hooked
that
him up with a few shirts to hand out on his road trip because he was obviously filming the episodes of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the Collector's Heart, the series.
Yes. And now he's on that world tour, you know, which is like, I think he's in Croatia right now. And he's filming, I guess, another one, right? So I can't wait for them to release him.
Yeah. I mean, they're very cool. I mean, obviously, this is a VeVeVerse Life project and with support from us, obviously. He is a talented filmmaker and storyteller. And why not collaborate with those kinds of people in the community? So, I've really enjoyed the content thus far and kind of, you know, living that road trip vicariously through him. So, really excited to see the rest of the episodes. But in terms of New York, I guess I leaked some info yesterday, right? So might as well come and leak some more. Anyway,
did you accidentally leak some? Because
I
know
don't know about accidentally. I mean, we've been talking about it. I think, with the here's the thing. As always, the community, the VeVe community, is very savvy and will pick up things very early and usually ahead of when we get around to our official announcements anyway. So it's in talking about the Funko deal, that was a planned press release situation where we collaborated with Marvel and Funko to put that release out yesterday, and with plans to begin our marketing cycle shortly thereafter, right? So some of those assets and things are still kind of going through approvals, but the site is up and you can click the notify me. I am still looking into exactly possible additional territories language there on the screen that it says, but I know it's for US only for right now.
Sure.
Because I know you are in Canada and a lot of other family is abroad, not based in the US. So
I'll go across the border for that one, I tell you.
yeah. And unfortunately, obviously they won't be ready. We won't have any at Comic-Con, but we will be, promoting it at Comic-Con. So very excited about that, obviously.
Sure.
But yeah, this, the party kind of came together. This is a full on like David Yu baby, right? Like this is he been working on this thing for ages, and so the party is really kind of going to be a collaboration between us and with some support from Funko, and we got a good venue in Times Square, and there'll be a few ways to get in. Obviously, Mogul Grin, if you get that on drop tomorrow, that it's kind of essentially your invite.
This one right here.
Yes, that one right there.
That one here. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so any one of those rarities, if you pick up on the blind box, you can get into the party. If you happen to be now, obviously, travel and accommodations are not provided. This is not like it's not a plane ticket
have
and
some,
a hotel room.
Bunk beds behind the booth there in the back that some people crash at. you might be there all night though.
Yeah, I do thankfully have a hotel room. I am sharing a hotel room, but I do have a hotel room. But yeah, it's coming. It was one of those things where like we had been working towards it, obviously, for some time, but the details in the final confirmation was not essentially finished until like a couple of weeks ago. So I've really had to kind of work to get everything together in order to pull this thing off in 2 weeks' time. So, but we're going to be there. We'll be with Marvel again in the Marvel booth. It's a little bit of a different arrangement this time, in that we have some other things going on that are different than what we did in New York last year and what we did in San Diego this year. So, we're really with the focus on getting in front of new users, etc. So we have a few things planned on that front, but we will have. I think I teased in the space yesterday as well that we have some surprises in the booth, possibly some things for sale. Not VeVe merch, but we have some other cool things planned. But the Funko thing, going back to the party, that is really just a chance for us to kind of have an official kickoff party for the New York Comic-Con week, in that it is the first night on Thursday. We'll be really excited to hang with some of our friends that we've been working and collaborating closely with at Funko, as well as some cosplayers, and we'll have some influencers there, etc. And then of course all of the VeVe fam who manages to be in the area and can get in, either by having Mogul Grin or gold and silver logo holders. Obviously, more details on that to come, but there'll be another way or two to get in. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, sounds amazing. I mean, look at David's. You saw this, right? Look at his Funko. That's a Funko.
Yeah, that's from some time ago. I think he went to the Hollywood store. I think that's either that or the Washington or the Washington headquarters. But that's really cool. I think so. But the Iron Man thing that we're dropping is very cool, in that it's like probably the first time they've done the 18 inches in that form factor in the gold line. So that thing it's massive. It's really big.
Yeah.
And it's a blind box, right? So there's a chance for chase. And, all of those different, variants or costume colors that you saw on the website are
Yeah.
going to be available in descending edition sizes. So like the trace is going to be like maybe 100 to 200 editions. We don't have the exact breakdown yet, but we'll publish that in the blog article. But yeah, it's crazy. So that's a blind box, and within it comes the code to redeem the corresponding digital collectible on VeVe. So
Yeah.
yeah, big doings. And then we're excited to keep that to see how this goes and really interact with the communities, in celebration of 60 years of Iron Man and Avengers, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very cool. I like these figures. A little different from the pops, obviously, but they have a
Sure.
few different lines. They have soda, they have pop, they have
Mhm.
gold, and gold. They do tend to do a lot of like athletes and celebrities and musicians and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty cool. That's definitely the biggest one they've ever done in this line.
That's amazing. So, like you said, they've been working on it for a while because I was doing some. I mean, obviously, this stuff takes time to do, obviously, right? And it's coming out on the 18th. But back when, like a few months ago, like at that Vegas, that exhibition right here, I was actually going to bring this. I did a whole video about it. How like you guys were there, or David
Oh,
and them were there.
licensing expo. Yeah,
Yeah, and I
David and
don't
Dan
think.
go every year.
Yeah, exactly. They go every year. I mean, Funko's there, right? I mean, like, and there's other
Yeah,
brands here.
all the toy brands, all of the
Yeah,
licensors. Yeah, it's basically where you go
this expo here.
to do business or sync up with people from if you're like in David and Dan's case, it's a good way to have several meetings over the course of a weekend because they're based in New York and everybody's in one spot. So like they don't have
Yeah,
to go to New York for Marvel. They don't have to come to LA for Disney, and everybody's in one spot. So yeah, a
yeah.
lot of business gets done there. Obviously, new and planning stuff with existing relationships. But the Funko thing had been in with the works sometime before
Yeah.
Licensing Expo. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
good way. It's just, me being amateur detective looking around and stuff and going, "Oh,
Yeah, I mean, look, I
what
mean,
if?"
it's fun. It's fun to speculate, but yeah,
Yeah,
those types of and that conference in particular is something that Dan and David have attended in the last few years at this point,
yeah.
to build those relationships and kind of foster those relationships as they tend to mature. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome for sure. Yeah, like people are asking about Decon in the chat too. And I know you guys had it last.
Decon, yeah,
So,
not confirmed, unfortunately.
yeah,
That's we'll have to figure that out, but hopefully we can be there in some
it's G money there.
capacity. But at this point, we are not confirmed to attend. That doesn't mean a contingent won't be there or that we won't be doing something with somebody in somebody else's booth or whatever the case is. But at this point, we're coming up on October. I think this year was a little different because they moved the date back, and it's
Yeah,
right in the middle of like kind of holiday season, so it's a little tougher. And I think they're expecting probably. I hope they're not expecting too much less attendance in terms of vendors, or
sure.
exhibitors. But we're just trying to with this Funko deal and wanting to expand internationally to events international in the coming years, especially in Asia. We just gotta have to find where the best ROI is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go to the Decon one myself just because of the date change, just because of
Yeah.
family stuff. We're actually traveling, like as a family, like on a kind of like a Christmas vacation. So I wouldn't even be able to
You
go.
going to
So yeah,
Mexico again?
we're doing that thing again. Probably the last time because we have aging members of the family. So we're going to kind of give it one. It's going to be super fun. But last year, I mean, the Decon experience for me was amazing. I watched the New York, like, cause I wasn't able to go to New York.
Me neither.
I literally couldn't because literally my wife at the time was actually in Amsterdam, like in Holland, visiting family.
Oh.
So I couldn't, it was impossible. So, but I watched everything go down, and then I watched San Diego again this year. So I was like, I cannot miss this one. I just cannot miss this one.
Well, I think this one, you picked a good one. I think, especially, I think I heard you say it's going to be your first time in New York.
Yeah, I've never been to New York City. I've been to Chicago, LA, a few other cities, but never New
Okay,
York.
well, if you've done
Yeah.
Chicago, I wouldn't say it's similar, but at least I mean, Vancouver is not a small city by any means, but like,
Oh
you
God.
know,
It's not the big when I was in
it's not
Chicago, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was right on what is it, the main street, like Madison Avenue or whatever.
yeah.
And I came out because I was there for a graphic design kind of convention thing. So I come out of the presentations and I'm looking down the street and the buildings, like I'd never experienced this, right? Like the buildings are so big. I've seen that, but they went as far as I could see. I didn't see where they
Oh, right.
ended. And so, like in Vancouver, we have some big buildings, but you can see where downtown ends. Like you can actually see like the mountain or something. You
So New
can't
York,
still,
I
yeah,
would say, is
yeah.
like that probably times 5.
That's what I was hearing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. New York is a little nutty. Are you not to get too
yeah.
pinpointy, but are you staying in Manhattan, or are you staying in Jersey, or where are you staying?
Yeah, I'm actually still determining that, but I've been pointed in the direction of like Jersey, just across the bridge there in a
Let
little
me
area where
guess.
you
Did
can like kind
emoji
of
talk you into that?
a few people have mentioned it. I don't know if
I
because
mean,
I haven't booked anything yet though. I've only done the flight and all that stuff,
look,
so I'm still
let me just like,
navigating.
you know,
Yeah,
if budget is not a consideration, I'm sure it is a consideration for everybody. But if it's your first time in New York, I mean, you kind of want to be in the city, right? Like
in the action.
Jersey's one thing, and I'm nothing
Yeah,
against Jersey, but you have to take either a taxi or the tunnel or a
yeah,
ferry across to the Javits Center, and you're probably not going to want to be at the Javits Center only and then go
no,
back to Jersey. But like,
yeah,
there's you're going to want to walk around and soak it all in. So I would,
sure,
the subway system is very easy,
yeah.
and I would suggest even if you need to go outside of like, don't stay in Times Square. I'll give you that much advice.
Just stay in Times
Um,
Square.
don't stay in Times Square. Times Square is it's a beast.
So Disney
But
right there. Don't do
nicely,
Jersey. The
yeah.
hassle of coming back, you're much better to be in. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's just across. There's that little area. There's a cluster of little hotels, and it's like, oh, you can take a bus in. And I'm still researching. I haven't booked anything, so I appreciate all the feedback because yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I like to be when I go to these kind of things. I do like to be really close, just for convenience. I don't want to be spending half my time traveling. I want to be
yeah,
where the
exactly.
action is. So yeah. So I mean, you've been obviously a bunch of times. Then I'm going to assume.
Yeah, yeah. I used to my old job. I used to have to go pretty much monthly, so I know it
Yeah.
pretty well at this point. But I haven't been in about 10 years at this point, so I'm
Oh
actually really
wow.
excited to
Okay.
be back. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I won't pester you, but maybe I'll DM you and you can give me a pointer, or somebody. I know a lot of people have already
yeah.
done
No,
that.
no problem.
I
Yeah, and I'm
won't pester
sure I'll
you
see you
about it,
there.
but
But you definitely do not have to bring water or coffee. I was obviously, I know you offered
yeah.
that.
No,
It's
I'm
very
just
nice of you. Um, but
like I don't know, man. I mean, just I've been to like some of these big conventions. I haven't been to the biggest. Like this one and the San Diego one are clearly the biggest in the world. I've been
yeah,
to like Emerald City Comic-Con in Seattle, which actually can get pretty big, and a few other ones and things like in Canada and stuff that are decent. But I've never been to the ones of this magnitude, and so and I cosplay, like I'm with those with my stormtrooper groups. I've been
oh, right.
I'm gonna go see them like inside and go, hey guys, and show them my badge. And I'm not gonna bring the outfit. That's like a suitcase, like a giant box. But
Yeah,
I've
yeah, I
been
would
to these
imagine.
and so but the size and scale of something like this for me is going to be really impressive. And that's why I've talked about with you guys being at Marvel. I mean, this is like the third time now, right?
Mhm.
I mean, does it get like, you must still look at that and go, I mean, VeVe's getting big. You guys have your own kudos, but I mean, being with Marvel I don't think people really understand like the magnitude of that. Some people, they kind of maybe glossed it over a bit, or now we're getting used to it, but it is massive. I don't know. Do
Yeah,
you? I mean,
no,
you must walk up there and see the logo and go like, wow, like this is pretty
no,
awesome.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I work on it and getting it to that point, and when I see it in person, it's still amazing. I still be like, wow, like
Yeah.
there's our logo in the Marvel booth at Comic-Con. This is really cool, and I can't wait to get
Yeah.
in front of people and talk to them about digital collectibles and show them, you know, if we have the VR headsets out this year, to show them
Yeah.
that, or to show them like if they're come up in dressed in cosplay of their favorite character and say, hey, look, we got the digital collectible right here on VeVe, and you can play with it and you can take a picture next to it, and it's amazing. And people like light up when they see that, like the AR, and understand, you know, what it is we're actually doing. Because, you know, if you were just to come into the booth sight unseen and nobody was there kind of pitching you on what it was, I'm not sure it would be immediately apparent, right?
Yeah.
So we, you know, everybody who works in the booth and our volunteers, or, you know, whether it's Discord mods or staff or whatever the case is, you know, we really have to, you know, help people along and get them to understand, like, this is a next frontier of collecting. If you're a collector, you're going to be interested in having some of these, you know, first appearance in this medium characters from Marvel, Disney, DC, etc. Yeah.
And you guys drop some special stuff. I know you can't say, but, you know, there's obviously some stuff that it's probably going to happen during I mean, you dropped those comics at San Diego Comic-Con. There was other stuff. I mean, who knows?
You're talking about the con exclusives? You mean like the week of drops?
The Venom comic, and of course the Avengers comic, those two that came out, and then, you know.
Oh, right. So I'll tell you this. We're not going to be doing that again from on stage.
Okay.
We'll be promoting the Funko thing instead, but we will have like the week of drops as we have done in Comic-Con's past. So there'll be, I believe, 4 drops this year, Marvel drops, and then we'll have some other things sprinkled in like a later time slot. But yeah, as far as the Marvel stuff goes, there's some good stuff this time, and I'm really excited to start promoting.
How does can I ask you how, like, have you spoken to Funko yourselves? Like, how do they see VeVe? And I know they've already been on Wax and other, like, I know that they're looking at digital collectibles. Like, obviously that company is aware of digital collecting, and they're obviously now, you know, and so what do they think about VeVe? I mean, obviously they must think very highly of what you guys are doing, because I mean, they connect with you guys. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's you guys must obviously think high of each other, right? So
right, absolutely. Look, Funko's a huge name, and they do what they do very well. I'm a big fan of you know, the look and feel that the consistency, the fan and community building that they have around, you know, the different lines, especially Pops, you know. But for on the Funko side, looking at VeVe and Marvel, obviously they have a long-standing relationship with Marvel, and that they release characters all the time. But with VeVe, for us, it's really more about, you know, starting to expand the collecting universe. You know, getting people from both sides of the collecting universe, physical and digital, into one space, and starting to expand that space forward. You know, I will say that with anybody that we work with, and Funko is no exception, that the reputation of the VeVe community is well known, and
definitely
and I mean, it's amazing because our community is incredible, very savvy and enthusiastic and passionate, and everybody on the Funko side knows this and is excited to work with us for that reason. And in addition to, like, you know, our offering and having, you know, all the IP that we do, and the ease of use in terms of, you know, how these are redeemed, you know, like other you know, Web3 or blockchain or NFT kind of platforms, the usability and the UI obviously is still needs some tweaking, obviously, right? In the grand scheme of things, like buying an NFT and setting up a MetaMask wallet, or, you know, all the things that come with setting up and purchasing an NFT or redeeming, you know, a non-fungible token is still not where it needs to be for the masses. Now, obviously, that's VeVe. What kind of VeVe prides itself on is the ease of use in that respect. And so to be able to work with Funko to bring digital collecting to that audience, and being able to bring that ease of use in terms of redemption, is something that we're all very excited about. So this will be, you know, hopefully the beginning of a long relationship, but is definitely something that we are excited for in this very limited edition release.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And a form factor that
yeah,
Funko hasn't done before. So not only is it
yeah,
something new for us, it's new for Funko as well. In that,
like the figure
not
itself,
the figure itself,
size,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
size.
exactly. And they've done obviously digital collectible redemptions, via wax or whatever the case is. But this is the first time we're releasing an 18-inch gold figure, and we were happy to be part of it.
Man, it's awesome because I've been buying Funkos. Like I have some of the original wacky wobblers, because people don't know they didn't start with like Pops, like you said, is a line of Funko toys.
Yeah.
They're Pops, right? There's other lines of Funko toys. And I remember back in the late 90s, they had the Austin Powers stuff, and other companies did too. And it's really funny for me. I mean, I know you don't want a huge history lesson about my toy collecting, but that's when I started collecting actual toys, was the late 90s when Austin Powers toys came out, the really realistic ones. And then of course I saw Simpsons toys in Toys R Us, the first line of Simpsons toys, because they looked exactly like the show, right? And I saw the bobblehead started to become really big, and Funko with their wacky wobbler line and a bunch of other those were really, they had lots of characters. So I have a few, like I have in one of my kids' rooms, like she's a big Archie fan. She's got the Jughead one in the original box still. And his first name is Forsyth, by the way. You found that out by reading the back of the box. I didn't know that Jughead's name was Forsyth. But anyway, so I have some of those from all the way back when. And so like as they come out with new stuff, there's so much a possibility for the digital and then the physical. And then like you said, you got this new size figure they've never done. And then they're releasing it like as a digital as well. I mean, it's pretty brilliant if you think about it. I mean, in my opinion, you
cool. Must I'm glad you're excited about it. Like we're obviously excited about it. We're not only is it first, like I wouldn't say it's our first foray into digital, but it's obviously of meaning, right? Everything else we've done on our own, like T-shirt comes with an NFT, and those are super cool. But that was always planned for like con exclusive kind of type releases. Now this is in theory, kind of a next step towards the mass market. So really excited about the prospects of the relationship. So and they're all really great. That team has been amazing to work with thus far. We obviously enjoy working with Marvel as much as we do, but
it's
somebody asking if I went for
partnership. It's a 3-company
partnership. No, it's a 3-way. Definitely. It's 3-way partnership.
Is it your first 3-way, Alex?
No. We've done several in the course of VeVe.
Live stream over. Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. No, like
somebody's asking if I went for today's comic. Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
And I got it. Oh, wait, let's do my let's actually see what I got, because I actually
what you got on the drop itself. Yeah. This comic is the one that I actually have to go for, because I actually the only secret rare I've ever gotten on the app was a Black Panther comic. Cool. So
I got a
I got
a 3-digit common, which is great, and then I bought another one, and I got a 3-digit rare. Solid.
That's not bad at all. Let me just check what I got, because actually, I haven't looked as well right here. So let me just see here. Let me just go with my thing.
And then let me check.
I've been collecting the 3-digit commons. That's that's my thing. Like especially with the Grail ones, right? I've been going all in on those. So
I saw, you're going hard on AF-15 still, huh?
Yeah, I just can't help myself, Alex. I'm sorry, I just can't. What did I get? Me. Yeah, it's all good right here. Yeah, I just got a comment.
And then I got a
so I'm all good.
I got a comment on Batman 423 too.
Yeah, I haven't looked because I got that one, but I haven't.
It just revealed just happened.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on one sec. I know you're busy, but check this out. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Let me reveal it right here with you. Hopefully I get the legendary, because I was going to do this. Here we go. Give me some luck, Alex. I've never gotten any legendaries or anything. What did I get? Common.
I did go I did get an epic on Detective 58.
Oh, yeah,
The only legendary that I've pulled on this platform was Aquaman #1, which is,
not bad.
pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. It was really cool to see them. And I know this is VeVe community. We can sometimes get a little bit kind of, like touchy. It's really cool to see their tweet when they talked about, Todd, and they referenced, and referencing VeVe is, the first. And then of course it's cool to see like, Will over at Cryptoys showing his VeVe collection. And it's cool for you guys to, this is like, you guys, like, there's so much possibilities for working cross-platform with other platforms and doing things together potentially. I don't know. Are you guys thinking about maybe things like that? in the future or something? And I know
I don't know. Yeah,
your own stuff right now.
That's a little different. I think obviously, we certainly don't we certainly don't treat it like competition, right? In that we think anything is good for the space, and so we love DC Palm, we love Cryptoys. I don't know, cross pollination. I'm not sure if that actually makes sense. Just from we're doing very different things, each of us. But like I collect Cryptoys, I collect DC, I collect other NFT projects from artists that I like.
Sure, yeah. Do you have a penguin?
I don't.
I don't either. A lot of news right now with that company.
I think it's very cool. I'm not if I did, it would be for like research purposes. It's not really my thing. I think it's very cool. Don't get me wrong. I think this story and the fact that they've gotten into Walmart, etc., is amazing. And I'd love to learn more what they do with that. But I don't know. I'm not sure I would buy it for myself.
Sure.
I'm just a different type of collector. I gotta be also a bit frugal, because I in the immortal words of Scarface, I probably should not get high on my own supply, right? I buy way too much VeVe, and I should not be doing as much of that, because
Well, I used to have that problem with my physical toy store, because, I was selling stuff that I really enjoyed. And I had that question given to me numerous times.
Slowly putting it on the shelf and deciding not to.
I decided anything that was on that side of the counter, like, it's gone already. And that's the only way I could deal with it. Because there was some stuff up there that I would be like, people would walk in with vintage stuff, from their childhood. And I would buy a lot of that from people. And then I would, clean it up and put it out and give them a good fair price. But some of the stuff I would keep a piece for myself. So, but yeah, no, I understand.
I think I think I did send you a video. I recently was helping my mom clean out her garage. And I found like old boxes of mine, and I found unopened Phantom Menace toys. All the action figures. And I was pretty excited about that, because they were pretty good condition. But I looked them up on eBay, and they're not really going for much. But
they're pretty mass produced, but they are vintage.
Yeah,
awesome. You know who sells really good is actually Jar Jar. It's really kind of funny. You'd think
really?
I got a whole bunch of them at one point, and I put Jar Jar on the wall for like $10 or something. And that was the one everyone came in, they bought him. It was almost like a meme, right? So if you have a Jar Jar, it's not worth a lot, but it's good, right? Alex, I want to ask you because we haven't seen you in a while, like, and I don't mean just here on the channel, but like we haven't, and the team, right? And usually when that happens, we know you guys are like bearing down, right? So, well, right? Otherwise, right? Like we'd see you every day, maybe, right? I don't know, but obviously you guys
probably
are busy,
not, but yeah,
not every day. Yeah, there's limits, right? but yeah, so are you guys like, so you said you have another announcement or two before, maybe this is sort of what you were hinting at in the space yesterday. You have other stuff like obviously coming that's big. Like when I don't see you for a bit, okay, it makes me think that there's like, this is a Funko thing that was big. Are there other big ones coming up that people can kind of like, you don't I want you to tell us, but you can't. But you know.
No, I certainly can. I mean, but look, I think you know at this point that we
Yeah.
are always working on something, right? So
Yeah.
there's obviously two sides of the house, right? There's like the, you know, kind of the licensing and marketing and business development side, and then
Yeah.
there is you know, the tech side of the house, that it's like focused on platform, UI, etc. So
Yeah.
those two things are happening obviously in tandem and concurrently, you know, with the blockchain team working on bronze tickets or whatever they are, and then
Yeah.
you know, marketing working on some of the, like, you know, user acquisition marketing campaigns, and then whatever David is pulling in from a licensing standpoint. So obviously Funko is something we've been working on, Comic-Con something I've been really working on.
Yeah.
And we have a few things also coming down the pike here for Q4 that should be very exciting. So I'm looking forward to, looking forward to getting it out there. But obviously, with everything that is new and involving multiple parties, there's like quite a bit of coordination that needs to happen.
For sure. Can you give us any kind of update on potentially when maybe the next wave of VeVeVerse people coming? Because we're just dying here to get in there.
Yeah, you know,
We want
I was
to get
asking Dan about
feedback
that
or-
the other day.
Yeah.
And
I guess
I
you must be
feel like
taking
it's,
feedback, right? Still in that process of
yeah.
what's going on.
So basically, the first wave of people in there is based on people who used the showroom and platform, the people we knew would really kind of kick the tires, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
The creators, and really kind of try to break things so that we knew where the pain points were, etc.
Yeah.
The second part of that is really just kind of getting the compatibility correct between, you know, the format of the collectibles and into the VeVeVerse, right? Because I think you've, at this point, I've heard from enough Vaultaholics or beta testers
Yeah.
that the quality of the collectibles is much different within the context of the VeVeVerse, because it's not confined to the power of a phone device, right?
Sure.
It's a lot more expansive, and so we have to. There's some level of compatibility that needs to be just checked off in terms of, you know, maybe something's a little off, or like it'll crash. You know, certain collectibles have been crashing or not appearing. So just kind of really ironing out all of those wrinkles before we start bringing in the next wave of people to really kind of bang on it. Because to be quite frank, we haven't, you know, everybody in the first wave has been under NDA and can't show any images and things like that, because there are inconsistencies with the collectibles at some points, and licensors are a little cautious about showing them, right? Understandably, right? You don't want to see like some weird defect on Elsa's face or whatever the case is. I don't know.
We all saw the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah, no, or
the beat of the hand.
Yeah,
We won't talk about that.
That was Game of Thrones, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, Game of Thrones.
I know what you mean.
I kind of want one of those though with the claw hand, but anyway.
Yeah. No, but so really that it's just really ironing out the bugs, and then we'll get the next wave of people in, and Dan seems to think it'll come sooner than later, but
sure,
you know.
I mean, we're just waiting, and I'm sure it's going to be great. I mean, I think people, once they see from what we've heard, I mean, you're obviously have seen it and you're in there. Do you feel it's really going to make people probably look at their collectibles a little bit differently? You know, this is what I've heard. It'd be like certain ones, people be like, wow, this is like when you're in there. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Dan obviously has his reasons or does not trust me, but I don't even have beta. So I have not been in there.
Okay.
And,
okay.
And
you might let something slip.
I guess. I mean, no more than David Yu lets everything slip. But
does David Yu have beta?
He's also the CEO, so he can do what he wants, I guess.
He's not allowed in there. No.
I know. I haven't seen it for myself. I mean, I've been in early version of it, but I don't have this current version of the beta, and so I haven't really seen my collectibles in that environment. I went through some of the early like kind of wireframing and went through and kind of tested it and banged on it before we brought the first wave in. But for some reason, mine got left off, and I keep on asking me, "Oh yeah, I'll get you in," and then haven't
just
seen
doesn't
it.
happen.
But I'm plenty busy. I
You
feel
don't
like
have time.
if I get in there, and then it's going to be a time suck for me, and I actually won't get any work done. So that's probably what his rationale is.
That's what I was gonna say. You don't have time to be messing around in there building your vault.
Yeah.
You got too much stuff going on. Hey, the Fishes thing. So for
Yeah.
me, I so this is insane to me. This is a like in a good way, obviously. I I wasn't, I mean, I was aware of Fishes. I never was in the project yet, but now because you guys did the collab and all that, now I'm like fully aware of it. I watched like VeVe Magic had a nice like kind of
Oh yeah.
instructional video. And so I mean, like this is like to me, this is incredible that this has happened. I mean, so without going on to all the details, but like, how did that come to be? Did he contact you? Did you like, or you guys kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Brock
pretty,
is one of the
yeah,
very earliest users of on the platform. I mean
yeah.
the whole, like, not to get too into it, but the whole backstory is that he used to either advise or work for GoChain, and so he
Oh, okay.
became aware of us very very early, and so
Oh, wow.
he was like totally into it,
Yeah.
and started buying a lot. So he's like one of the very earliest wallets on the platform. And
Wow.
so he probably has some of those very early pieces, like kind of sub 40 pieces when they were still releasing in all the way up
Oh,
into the
yeah.
20s.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, when I started, he was still very Brock was very involved in the community, and nice, nice, such a nice guy. And I came in and introduced myself into a Discord chat, whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I'm really excited to see they're bringing new people on. I'd love to send you a collectible if you don't have one yet." And I was like, I go, "You don't have to do that. I mean, I can buy my own collectibles." But at the time when I joined, it was really really hard to get anything.
Yeah.
And so, but I missed out on the Slimer drop, and he's like, "Oh, I'll send you one." And he sent me a
Oh,
Slimer, and it was like literally my second ever collectible, because it dropped on the same day as Superman. I remember that because it was like kind
oh,
of really
wow.
my first day, on my job, and
Sure.
Superman was the first collectible I ever bought.
That's when you
Um,
first got there, was like right around the
mhm,
Superman time. That was before my time on the app. Yeah,
mhm,
that's
mhm.
crazy. By
Yeah,
the way, I
Superman
just
was
want
my
to
first
shout out
collectible.
Crypto Dragon has been gifting memberships, and I've been
Oh,
seeing you.
cool.
Thank you so much for doing that. Anyone who grabs those, make sure you DM me for your drop head. Thank you so much, Crazy. The guy's been so generous. It's just it's awesome. Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, it's super. Oh, that's crazy that's when you came in. So he's been there since like so did he, and this is not like a blueprint for everybody. Obviously, these are all special relationships and circumstances and things. But like, did he like was he trying to get on VeVe, or was it like you guys, or like was it kind of a
Yeah, I
combo?
mean,
Or what?
he's been involved in,
Yeah,
like, he's been, because he was so early, and because he has a developer background, or he is a developer rather. We leaned on him a fair amount for beta testing, or
yeah,
just kind of an advisor type role, like taking
sure,
feedback when he had, knew something was up. So we just
yeah,
kind of kept a close relationship, and I can't really speak to,
yeah,
what relationship he has specifically with David, but
yeah.
I know that they've kept in contact, and through the process of starting Fishes, um, it was always kind of an understood thing that at some point that we would try to get Fishes into the VeVeVerse, and yeah, this is the first, since starting finally to see the fruits of that friendship. But
That's
yeah,
all.
he's a good dude, and
Yeah,
really like what he's doing over there, and I mean, he's kind of
yeah.
just doing it for the love of it and the fun of it, which is great, and it's really kind of ultimately what we want out of the experience, is to bring people joy, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's amazing, and big kudos to what you guys have been doing lately. It's just it's awesome, all through all this kind of like, downtrend on everything. How are you dealing with that as a company? You guys doing planning for that? I mean, there's market issues, there's issues in
Planning for what?
just for like, the looming tough times ahead that people are
Oh,
talking about. And,
sure.
you guys are like, I mean, you have a lot of drops that are
Yeah,
coming. Are you going to keep the same kind of schedule, or are you going to tone it back, or what are you guys, are you just going to kind of go with the flow? Like, I know you
I
have your
think
stuff
it
planned
always
out, but
we always have to go with the flow, right?
yeah, yeah,
Now, obviously, there's larger macroeconomic things happening in the world, right? That are
sure.
kind of have ebbed and flowed, and kind of are starting to show, limits of what people are willing to spend on digital toys at this particular moment. But it also is really dependent on us effectively onboarding new users to the platform, in which we are in process of doing, right? Not only through our in real life events, be it Comic-Con, but our campaigns that are running in the background, solely focused on user acquisition and things like that. People always, I always get slightly tickled when people ask when marketing, but like that stuff has been happening for months, right? And experimentation, and just because you don't see it, it means that you're already in the community and you're not being targeted. So it's okay. Like, stuff is happening, and we're trying to bring on new users. But things like the Funko relationship, or being at Comic-Con, or any of the upcoming partnerships that we have, or anywhere we can get kind of a foothold in improving the technology to make it easier for people to onboard, or optimizing our purchase flows or onboarding flows on the website. Because right now there's kind of like 3-4 different things happening. There's like VeVe.me, there's the blog, and then there's the web app, and then there's the mobile app. And, they're kind of still figuring out how they actually all work together from a from a remarketing standpoint and things like that. So there's a lot of things, optimizations to be made. And as we continue to build on that infrastructure, then you'll start to see more and more people come in, and we'll have to adjust as we see fit, if the economic times don't turn, right? But I think people generally, and this is obviously not financial advice, but the sense is that we are coming to the end of the bear market, right? At least for crypto. And we tend to be crypto adjacent, and we tend to kind of ebb and it seems to be that we are ebbing and flowing with crypto. So there's hopefully that turns, but also here in the States, obviously, there's inflation's really high, and they're signaling that there might be a bit of a recession in 2024. So got to keep our eyes on that stuff and make sure that we're adjusting accordingly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll just keep waiting to see what you're going to announce next, Alex. And I mean, there's always room for collecting, that's kind of the I've noticed over all the years. I mean, you got to be smart with your money, like I am as well. But people always, collecting provides a lot of joy to a lot of people, especially in times when other things aren't going so well. So as long as they're financially okay, that was you guys have been obviously working with your edition sizes, like the new comic size of 6,000 and things like that. And, and there was talk actually in a Twitter space earlier today with, I don't know if you got a chance to hear that, but Ryan was there. Like Ryan, you're Ryan from VeVe, right? And then, it was Will from Crypt Toys, and there's the Superstar guys are up there. And there was some talk about this morning. Yeah, they recorded it. So if you get a moment, I was just a listener, right? Or I just popped in, but there was some talk about different kinds of entry points, for people who are maybe struggling financially. Like maybe there's free ways to get in, or maybe there's with the VeVeVerse, and Ryan had some interesting thoughts, that I'm sure you guys talk about how to get people in who maybe don't have a ton of money, but want to have the experience of the VeVeVerse, once that's open. So are you guys looking at things like that? Because I know he was sort of alluding at, you're always kind of thinking about stuff like that, because that would be great for people to get that experience once the VeVeVerse is open.
Yeah,
but maybe,
absolutely.
Maybe they can't afford to buy the biggest of stuff on the app, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we are encouraging people to buy what they love, right? And not everything is going to be a Grail piece, and that's okay. It's really about catering to fandoms. I, for one, really, really enjoyed yesterday's Haunted Mansion drop, because I'm a big Disney guy. I'm a Southern California guy, and I grew up all my life riding the Haunted Mansion every time I go to Disneyland. So that was really fun for me, right? And I'd get on, it's not for everybody, or people don't have that emotional connection to it, or didn't see some kind of flipping opportunity in it, which is fine. But at the end of the day, we're going to give a bunch of different things across many different price points that will allow anybody to still have fun in, not only the VeVeVerse, but using their things in AR and beyond. So if they want to, just do comics and stick at a $6.99 price point, that's great. You can read those in AR, or eventually in the VeVeVerse, have them decorating your showroom and have your own comic store, or comic store, you know what I mean? For lack of a better term, in your house, in your VeVeVerse house, But we have to be thinking about new ways to bring a wide range of people onto the platform, right? Because as much as we have been done right by, or much as the community sticks by us and supports us and things like that, I think there was a very good amount of people that have come into this for what the growth opportunity of the space as a whole, right?
Sure.
And so we're going to continue to obviously cater to that audience, but we need to also be like somebody who's like casually looking to like have like this cool place to hang out and be social, and that's all they want to do, right? Because ultimately the goal is for all of us to be hanging out and having this conversation in the VeVeVerse, right? Right.
That sounds awesome. Well, Alex, thanks for popping in. I know there was no warning. I just shot you a link there, and because I was excited about me booking my flight and all that. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait for it. And like I said, we'll be waiting for more announcements leading up, because you never know, right? I guess this is
never know.
We heard you yesterday a little bit.
There's definitely some stuff in the works. I'm just not sure on timelines yet. You never know with these things, especially when lots of approvals and creative that needs to be created and all that stuff. But really looking forward to what we have going on in New York. Really excited. We're really excited for the Funko thing. And I look forward to seeing you out there in the Big Apple, man, and your first time. That's going to be amazing. You're going to have to definitely get a hot dog off the street and a slice of pizza, and make it a full-on New Yorker experience. Hang out with the rats in the subway. So do the whole thing.
I'm hitting Yankee Stadium, I'm telling you that.
Are you? Oh, that's right. You're a Yankees fan, right?
Oh man, big time. I mean, I know they won't be in the playoffs this year.
But... Oh well, yeah. Season will be over by that point, right? Yeah.
I know. Next week. If Judge didn't miss 55 games this year, they would have been the playoffs. He almost leads home runs, and he'd missed 55 games. So
that's crazy.
I know. And of course, I got my
this season's wacky. I'm not sure the Braves can be beat, but I've been pleasantly surprised by the Dodgers this year. Obviously, I mean, we weren't expected to even win the division. Everybody at the beginning of the season was talking about how the Padres were going to take it all, and you saw that.
And the Dodgers wasn't like 8 years in a row or 9 years in a row.
11 straight postseason appearances. 11 and 10. Yeah.
Well, the Yankees, first time they've missed it since the playoffs, since like, I don't know, like 15 years or something, something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
it's Yankees.
I mean, we just have an impeccable farm system, and then when you have like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, I mean, that's just
God.
I mean,
is it Magic Johnson still owner there?
Part owner. He's like a 1 to 2% owner. Yeah, but he's still I think he's now he's also bought some of the. What is it? The Commanders, Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I see him at the Commanders games. I follow him on X or Twitter or whatever, and
same.
He's my all-time favorite.
Well, right. We're in that. So what is it? It's Lakers Bucks finals, right? Lakers in 5.
I'll go Lakers in 6. You just want to work for the ratings. They'll probably tap LeBron. You know what? Tonight, LeBron, just kind of fake a limp and then go out and get 40 in Game 6 and bring it home, and it'll be home court advantage for Milwaukee because the East is trash. So it'll be a Game 6 Laker win at home.
Both of us out here making enemies. Yeah. All right. Thank you for having me. I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you in New York.
All right. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you everybody for watching. Take care.
See you soon. Oh man, we could probably talk Lakers and sports all day long, but that's not what we're here for. But thank you so much, Alex, for popping in. That was really just kind of spur of the moment, everybody. I just sent him a link, and just hoping to get some info and stuff, and he dropped some good stuff. Sorry we couldn't get to all the questions. I see you, Kid Arcade. You had some great questions, so hopefully you can get a chance to ask, and we'll have some fun with that for sure, right? So yeah, I mean, I had a whole schedule of stuff that I was going to do today, but that was interesting right there to go over that whole thing. So what's happening in New York and everything, I have to kind of look back and review a little bit of what we were talking about. But yeah, they're busy. You know, we got a little recap. I mean, people in the VeVeVerse right now are providing feedback. Hopefully Dan thinks there's going to be we're going to be getting in soon. I don't know when that'll be for sure. Some announcement or two could happen before New York City Comic-Con. That's pretty cool coming up, right? So we talked about, you know, different platforms. We talked about the Fishes, which is pretty awesome. Of course, we talked about the Funko partnership and how they've been working on that for a long time. I referenced back to that Las Vegas, you know, exhibition, you know, with and they go there obviously, and the big deals happen there. But Funko seems to be going back even further than that. So when we don't see Alex for a while, or we don't see other people, we know that they're busy, super hard, working hard there. And Crypto Dragon, what are you doing? Giving out memberships? Are you crazy? Thank you so much for doing that. Anybody who's getting one of those, you got to make sure you DM me so you get your drop heads. That is so nice of you, man. I really appreciate you for sure. I'm going to have to get you something special for that one. But thank you for doing that. Everybody for showing up too. The superstar guys are here. We were listening to you in the Twitter space with Will co-hosting that. If you guys didn't hear that Twitter space or the X space that was earlier, you know, just make sure you listen to that. That was a really good space you guys were holding earlier there for sure. Tom, how's it going? What's with this $100 credit card limit on DC? I don't know. Is there a $100 credit card limit on DC? That's not good. I got a comment over there. We can actually show this right here. We'll get into some of our stuff we were going to talk about. Here we were talking about this, and just so to clarify, this is the first of its kind with Funko themselves. This is their gold series. This is an 18-inch, like a big fig, and they've never done this size before. And of course, the combination with the VeVe Digital is pretty amazing, but they've never done this size. I'm getting this image from VeVe Magic's. Here's VeVe Magic, as we all know and love. And then of course, down here, she posted out a nice tweet about it right here with the link actually to Funko. So if you guys want to follow her, you can. This is where I found the X post right here. I mean, we've all been there, you know, a lot now. This is how it looks. So this should be fun to see how this goes. It's going to be on the 18th, which is crazy, right? And of course, then we're talking about Ron English right here. This drop coming up. The Mogul Grin with the Monopoly-looking dude. This apparently is going to be an access pass to the party. So if you're going to New York, you're going to want to go for this one. I'm going for this one because I'm going to want to make sure I get in. Look at the Monopoly dude. I love it. It's one of my favorite board games. He's not official Monopoly, but look at him there. Looks awesome. You know, 30 gems, 1,400 editions on that one. Look at the green one right here. Did you guys see the Ron English video? If you actually click right here, this is actually with Corey, and Ron English is actually in the video chatting and gives his background about these and how there's so much more coming, including a whole land that he's developing, which I hope we see on VeVe, you know, with all the different kinds of characters and storylines and music even. I heard you got to watch this video right here from Corey because he breaks it down and he interviews Ron English. It's really great. So it's getting me pumped about this stuff. So I'm going for this drop for sure. There we go. And then there's the green one, the Greed Green. And of course, the Gold Skull. I want to make sure I try to get that one. There's only 666 of these. So we'll see how this does. This is very specific to people, you know, if they're in the fandom, if they like it or not, or if they're going to New York and they want that pass. Because apparently if you get one of these, if you look up here, the first of the 3 collectibles, purchase any one of these and get an invite to the VeVe party on New York City on October the 12th. And so that's like the Funko party as well. And I think that Ron English might be there, which is going to be really cool. So, I mean, that's a whole other side thing right there. So that's going to be a lot of fun for that drop right here. For me as well, I went, you know, and I went onto my collection right here, and you can see today's comic book drop. I got a common right there, number 1145. Nothing super special. Though I was hoping for a secret rare because the last time I got a secret rare, the only time I've ever gotten a secret rare was on another Black Panther comic, the first appearance of Shuri. That was like almost a year ago now. That's how far in between. I've been on the app for 2 years. I've gotten one secret rare comic drop, if you can believe it. So I was hoping I'd break the luck right there. But you can see Iron Man, I did well. I got an ultra rare on the Iron Man, as we covered that a couple days ago. So that's pretty cool for sure. I also released a video, guys, about the ultra rare covers. And it's on my channel. I did it about an hour. I released it an hour before the live stream. And so I go through all the ultra rare comic book covers, the top ones, the top 5 or 6. And I talk about how important those are because they're exclusive, you know, like the exclusive covers. And of course, if you guys are following, you know, 101 Pop, we did that whole thing. If we actually go to Twitter right here, this is just ties right into it, right? So 101, where are they right here? 101 Pop. How come they're not showing up? 101. I had, there they are right here. So we did this whole thing. They set up this entire awards, which is amazing, right? So if you go down here, they actually tweeted my retweet. Thank you for the retweet, by the way. But, you know, if you go down here to their contest right here's the exclusive covers that I was so lucky to be have a chance to, you know, be a part of. Myself, Comics and Crypto, Sleep and Comics, David Yu, VeVe Max, you know, and like a few others where we got a chance to actually vote on what we thought our favorite artists were, the artist covers on VeVe for exclusives and all that. And so you guys can still vote. This is coming up right here. And so my video is not about the voting. My video is just about the most valuable ones, right? The exclusive ones for sure. I left out 252 because it's pretty crazy, that one. But there's Fantastic Four 5. That's in my video right there as one of the top ultra rare exclusive covers you can get on VeVe that only exist here. So that's cool. If you guys want to vote there, make sure you do that. Now over on DC, and Alex was also, he went for this drop today too. You can see that I got the common today with the Batman 423, but I actually have the physical as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. So that's pretty cool. So I got both now. So I was hoping for a legendary on that. I haven't even looked at the market, how much it's worth or not. It didn't sell out instantly. I got this on the public sale. I didn't actually get it on the, you know, the Bat Cowl sale. I was up at 6:30 in the morning, not specifically for this comic. I knew this would hit. I mean, I probably have a chance to get it on the public sale just by, you know, basing it on like the activity on the platform over there and how like, you know, how comics have been dropping in value and how not as many people are buying right now on the platform. So I did think I had a really good shot at getting this, but I did manage to mint it right there. So it's my common, it's in my collection right here. And my collection, if you look at what my collection is going on right here, I have this one right here. This is great. I can actually take this one off of sale because what I was going to do is I was actually going to try to sell this one temporarily so I could get the credits to go after this one because I only had like 2 credits, but it didn't sell before the drop. So, because I was hoping I'd land a legendary or something. So then I don't have to sell this now because I just used my credit card right there. But here's my little collection on there. I'm starting to go through and pick up the good ones again. There's the Justice League, Detective 38. These are all commons as well. There's the uncommon Batman I got on the drop. And then, of course, down here, I got my Superman common right there. And I got the legendary Batman. This is a leftover that hasn't sold yet from the Power Pack. It's a cool comic. I actually looked at it. It's pretty cool, but you know, I'm trying to sell it. There's my Batman Day 2023 like pin that I got. So this is nice. This collection looks great. I mean, look at that Todd right there. And then if you look at what DC did, you know, when they tweeted this out and they actually like, you know, said, you know, this is, you know, to the first digital DC comic collectible ever, the Todd on VeVe. So like DC has recognized the Todd on VeVe as the first DC digital collectible of all time, you know, and they did it when they're releasing this. So that's pretty awesome to get that, you know, because, you know, the people have debated that and people have tried to say that the VeVe one isn't the first and all that kind of stuff, but it is. So you're this right from DC, you guys. You can't argue with the company themselves. I mean, Todd's got his too, which is great because Todd also had a drop today. And these were the dragons, the Berserker dragons. Now, I didn't go for this one. I'm not really interested in these, but they look amazing. And this one sold out, guys. Like this one, so there's only 600 of these. This one sold out. This one did well. And if you look at the floor right here, let me just refresh and see what the floor price on these ones are. You know, pretty cool, right? That it's sold out. I mean, like I said, only 600s. Going for about 95 Matic. If you click on that, that is the equivalent of about 50 bucks or so for these. But I mean, they look really cool and stuff. Big dragons. I mean, you can have like all sorts of fun on doing this kind of stuff with McFarlane Digital right there. But yeah, you can see that like, you know, they sold out, right? Apparently, if I click on here and if I click up the minting of it right here, okay. And I was surprised because I didn't go for this one. Look, sold out 100%, 600 of 600, because there's other ones that didn't sell out at all, like the Blue Beetle and stuff like that. They didn't sell out. So this one was with XP and stuff. I didn't cover this on the channel or anything like that. This one actually snuck up on me. I wasn't actually even prepared to go for this one. I didn't even really have the Matic in my account, you know. But anyway, so that's pretty cool. Congrats if you got that one. If that's your thing, if you're into that, that's pretty awesome as well for sure, right? So those are pretty cool. Now, this is also something I wanted to show too. Now, I have no connection with this at all, aside from just being, you know, featured on here. From JPEG right here. So this is pretty cool. So you can see that he's an artist and stuff. And he did this amazing artwork right here. And it was so flattering that I was like, my logo's included in that image there. Same with VeVe, same with Superstar guys, same with the comics and crypto. And then of course, you know, like I said, I don't have anything to do with this financially or any kind of agreement at all. This is just like somebody who's done some really cool fan art. And they wanted to do tribute, and I'm just the most flattered in the world to actually have my logo to be on there. I mean, thank you so much for doing that. It's really cool. And of course, this is something that you can actually buy on the OpenSea. You can mint it right here. It's pretty rad, actually. And so look at that. There's the logo, and there's the stuff. There they are right there. It looks really cool. And then there's one physical copy, and someone's going to get the physical, which is really cool. So I'm going to stay out of this one and let other people go for it, because it'd be kind of weird if I got it, right? You know, I mean, you know, there's only 31 editions of this right here. It's up in the OpenSea. So you can just go and click on the OpenSea. I think it's right here. And you can see here it is right here. So he's got all of these right here you can go for, right? So that's pretty cool. Just another fan art example here. And the physical looks really amazing. So if you guys are interested in that, go for it. Like I said, I'm not connected in any way, like in a financial way or anything like that. I'm just flattered to be featured on an artwork like that, just as someone who's a fan of VeVe and the community. And I just think that's really cool. So I wanted to give a little shout out there about that 100% for sure, right? So for me today, you know, over what I'm doing over here, like I said, on VeVe, is that I went for that comic, you know, and I'm just looking at the exclusive covers. I picked up Avengers 1 myself a couple days ago for like 50 gems. And Iron Man 1 I got on the drop. I don't have the other big ones that I featured in my video, like Hulk 1 and, you know, like Tales of Suspense 38, like these big ones. I have the Amazing Fantasy Ultra Rare and the Rare, but I don't have the other ones. So that's kind of I got the 3-digit comic focus for commons. So I'm probably going to move this right here, probably sell it and like look for a 3-digit. And then I don't have, I'm looking at the, sorry, I do the 3-digit commons. I got my Amazing Fantasy Psychotic, you know, passion about that. And I'm looking at the exclusive covers too now, right? At the rare or ultra rare level of the top dogs, you know, like the top ones. And I like to start from the top and work my way back down to the bottom, to the ones that I like at the bottom and less value, try to get the ones at the top, you know, but I'm being very patient with these ultra rares, you know, and stuff, because some of them are pretty pricey, right? If you actually look at the breakdown that I did, you know, and also just look on your own, you can see the prices in there. 100 and something, you know, but they're one step below the secret rare, and they're only exist here. So over time, I think that's going to become more important for sure, right? So that's what I'm also looking at. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you guys right here, which is a little bit different, okay? And let me just bring this up because I do have my rewards to do for my drop heads today, right? That's also another thing. Those are my drop head rewards. So I have my eco rewards, my Omi. I'm going to give you guys a drop head 3 right now in the chat for hanging out. So I got my eco rewards right here that are already, these are locked for this week, you guys, with the master list. So anyone who got a membership today, you'll be in the next round. Okay. Just so, you know, cause I can't add it now at this particular time. So I'll have to do it just after. But we do these every week, right? So you'll be in the eco, the Omi rewards next week. I have 30,000 Omi that's going out, right? For sure. And then my comic book rewards are also today. I got 5 comics to show you, and I'm going to do that as well. My drop heads, I mean, it's been quite astounding, you guys. Let me just show you this right here. Okay. This is just blowing me away. I can't even believe this. I looked at the stats right here the other day, and where are we at right here? Here are the drop head series 1. So one of the criteria to get a drop head 3 was to complete a drop head series 1 set. So I've had like numerous little, like really cheap flash sales, and people have been completing their sets, you know, of the different versions of Drophead Series 1 over the last couple of weeks. And every time they got a set, they would get 2 of my new Drophead 3s, which give you way more spots in my rewards. And they're 3-dimensional, all that stuff. Look at this. 593 sales on the drop heads series 1 in the last like 3 or 4 weeks or so. I just want to thank all of you guys for doing that for everybody. It's generated about an ETH of in terms of value, and all of that goes into the rewards. Like that's where that money goes. It goes right back into just doing prizes and rewards for you guys. So this has really helped out because, you know, it can get kind of expensive to ship and send stuff, and they always come up with rewards every week, and it's really fun for you guys to continue to support your own project. And this, like, I mean, look at this, 593 sales in like less than a month on just the drop head ones. So we've gone up the ranks. We're number 162 in the world. We've been up to as high as 16 on the trending list at certain times because of certain sales and certain things. So you guys are just like the best, and I really appreciate that. And like I said, all of this that goes into it, it just goes back into the rewards that we're going to do, right? I mean, that's how it works. You can see my drop head 3s are here. 73 owners on these new ones that I have right here. And you can see I only have the only ones available. All of these are sold out now, except for the classic version. There's about 30 something left. And Plastic Man, who does what he wants, there's about 60 of him. The rest of all of these are sold out. This one's the reward right there. So that's just been absolutely amazing, you guys. And like I said, we have lots of big rewards coming, right? So here's the drop heads here, the whole collection, wave 1. People were completing their sets. Like I said, I have all this. I have to update this airdrop. This is the airdrops thing. Now we're beyond the airdrops. We're just into pure set completion. The classic one, he's the only one left. Okay, so he's Chill is sold out. Exotic is sold out. Classic Gold is sold out, and the clear version see-through is sold out. And there's the set reward of Exotic. There's only 11 of these remaining. So these are if people collected the entire set right here, they get this guy, and this guy gives you 10 spots and all the rewards. So that's pretty cool. But Plastic Man is still available. He's on the open sea, and I'm doing giveaways. I'm going to give you guys one right now. Okay, there's 61 left of him, and he's actually part of a secret drop series. So there's going to be 4 more other secret drops for a bigger utility one right here that happens, and that'll happen over time. So I'm going to give you guys a Plastic Man right here in the chat, right? But for my comic rewards today that are going out to my members and stuff, check it out. Over 500 comics. We're getting close to, we're about 550 or so. And I got 5 comics going out today for the people who own those memberships and stuff. So if you joined a membership today and you got gifted one by Crypto Dragon, thank you so much, Crypto Dragon. You're just been so supportive. It's just awesome. Every one of you gets a drop head. So, you know, depending on what level he gifted you, I don't know what level he gifted you. If he gifted you level 1, then you get a drop head series 1. If he gifted you level 2, you get a drop head series 2. And these give you a few more spots in the rewards. And if he gifted you level 3, well, then you get a drop head series 3 while the supplies remain. And I still have a good amount to give out. And these give you 3 spots in every reward. So I'll double check after the live stream. Make sure you DM me. Few people have gotten their memberships, have not DM'd me yet and claimed their drop head. So make sure you remember to do that on Instagram or Twitter. Or if you're like, you know, a member, you're on Discord, just let me know, right? And so there's a few of those left. So I'm going to give one of these guys away right now to you in the live stream right here. And then we're going to do right after that. Here's my master entry list. And here's the comic books that are going out today. We got Iron Man 37, a Bronze Age going out. This one has a $600, almost a $700 value at a 9.8. And this is just a raw copy, just an ungraded copy going out, but it's in good condition. So this is a really nice comic from the Bronze Age, right on the border of the Bronze Age, like 1971. And then we got Superboy, another Bronze Age. This is a really good one as well. This has got a 9.8 grade of about almost $800. The last one sold there in 2011. This is a pretty cool issue, actually. It's like 1970. So the one that I'm giving you is not graded, of course. It's raw, but it's in good condition as well. So then we got this Marvel team up, Frogman and Spider-Man. So if you like the, you know, the crypto memes with the frogs and all that kind of stuff, you know, this is a good one. But this is more important because it's the first appearance of a character called the White Rabbit. And this one has a 9.8 value of almost $600 as well. So these are nice comics, you guys. So this is just a raw copy for you guys. That one's going out. And then the fourth one, the Savage Submariner. And this is issue number 69. So you guys might like, I know Dino might like this one. but this is when he gets his new suit. There's a Spider-Man appearance, 1973, about a 659.8 value on this one. So it's just another raw copy. You could send it in for grading if you like. New costume. And then the big one that I'm giving out to you guys, to my members, is Avengers 29 from 1966. A raw copy. This one has a 9.6 grade of a value of about 3,700 US. So this is a really nice early comic of the Avengers. Right in the early days, you know, these comics we're getting on VeVe are pretty awesome. And this is the new team that got assembled actually in that Avengers, I think it's 18 or so that we got on VeVe, you know, with Captain America on the cover. This is not that far after that. And you can see this is the whole teams there, Scarlet Witch and all them. And you know, so this is pretty cool. So that one's going out right there. And then for my eco rewards, which I'm going to do right after, which are the OMI for my, you know, for my holders as well. This is the guy that gets you into the program. But the drop head threes get you 3 spots. The master entry list is getting really big. 6 different prizes of 5,000 OMI each for my holders. So for my members. So this is going to be fun. So right here, let's do this for you guys. Let's give you guys a, do you guys want a plastic man or do you want the classic guy right here? Do you want plastic man? Yeah, you're a member. You're in there. This is awesome. So make sure you guys DM me if you just claimed one of those. And I got something special to send over to Crypto Dragon for that. That's super incredible. So do you guys want plastic man or do you want a classic? Because I'll give one of those right out right now. We got, where is it right here? Let's go to, it's, here's the classic dude, or you can have plastic man. Okay, I'll give you guys 2 seconds, maybe 10 seconds to vote. Crypto Doozy says classic. Blinky Blink says plastic. So I'll go with whoever has the most, you know, right there. Plastic, classic. I can give, maybe I'll just give one of each. That's probably the best thing to do. I'll just give one of each. How about that? They're almost gone. There's only 30 of these, 30. How many of these are left over? The classics right here. 34. There's 34 classics. Okay. So, you want a classic, 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 plastic. It's kind of even. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll go for the plastic right now. We'll go for plastic man. You know why? Because he does what he wants, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say things. So if you want plastic man. And I'll get you a spot in these rewards. I'll give you 3 spots in both rewards if you get this guy right now. And we'll add him after. But the master list is locked until today. So you can, these are Crypto Doozy. These are just on the open sea. So, you know, you can find, if you go to my X post, you can find these on the open sea. All 3 collections are there. Just on the open sea. They're 0.01 ETH each, which is about 12 to 15 bucks a piece. But they were airdropped. If you join the channel as a member on level 3, you get one. And the level 3 membership is $5. And you don't have to stay a member or anything, but that's how you can get one for free, right? So that's where they are. Anyway, let's give out Plastic Man. So if you want Plastic Man, you got to type in the chat, Plastic Man does what he wants. That's all you got to say. Plastic Man does what he wants. And we'll give this one to you guys today. You know, I was going to talk all about all sorts of crazy stuff today. And then Alex surprised us and gave us some really good content. So yeah, just if you want this guy, type Plastic Man does what he wants. If you don't want him, then don't type. He does what he wants. Sorry, it's a long line to write. I'm so sorry. Just Plastic Man does what he wants. There you go. And then you can enter multiple times. I'll give you guys 30 seconds and then I'll just send this dude to you. I'll send him over. You know, that'll be fun, right? Let's give you guys just a second or two right here. Let me just close some windows in the background while you guys are entering. Okay. And so hold on one sec. Okay, let me just do this. Bing, bing right there. So while you guys are entering, I'll bring up in the background, I'll bring up the spatial environment and you can see what they look like in 3D, which is pretty cool. Now, let me just go into my spatial environment right here. We'll go into my drop heads environment and in the background in just a second, I'll show you what they look like after. Okay. He does what he wants. He's Plastic Man. Okay. We got another 10 seconds. Okay. Hold on. I got music in the background of my thing right here. Okay. Let me just, okay. Here we go. So how I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll the chat. Whoever I land on is going to win one. And then you got to give me your wallet address. These are on the open sea. So I'll just transfer it to you. And there you go. You guys ready? I'm going to close my eyes, scroll the chat. Whoever land on wins. You guys ready? I'm going up, going down, going up. These are 3 spots in my rewards. Down, up, around, down, up, down over here. And I'm stopping right there. And who wins it? It's Lucky 13-ish. Lucky 13-ish wins Plastic Man. Nicely done. Okay, here we go. And there's Plastic Man. Okay. So I got that one saved for you. Okay, Lucky 13-ish. You got to DM me. I know you're already on Discord, so we can just do it there as well, right? Now let's go. Let's give you one more. So that's 3 spots that I'll add in my rewards here in just a second. When I do the comic book rewards, so you'll get 3 more chances right there. Let's do a classic right now. There you go. Yeah, for sure. Just give me your wallet. I'll send it over as normal. We can do it on Discord. Okay. So now let's do the classic one, and let's go. Just say, I want a classic. Just say that. Just say, I want a classic in the chat, and you can win the classic guy. There's only 31 of these left. So out of 450 of these, there's only 31 left of the entire collection in wave 1, which is amazing. I mean, you guys are crazy. I absolutely love it. So you're getting more spots and all the rewards moving up. And there's going to be some special stuff coming up for these drop head 3s that I haven't told anybody about, because I'm keeping it, I'll reveal it later at a certain date. So I want a classic. Let's do that. We'll get you something. Another 10 seconds. So I have enough to scroll through in the chat. Who wants a classic? He's the first. He's the original. There's 150 of them that exist of the classic himself. Here we go. You almost ready? Okay. Let's get you another 3 spots. So maybe Lucky 13-ish will win again, and you'll get 6 spots in today's rewards. Okay, let's go. I'm scrolling, going up. I'm going down. I'm going way up. I'm coming down now. I'm coming right around in the middle over there, over here, right around there. Okay, and I'm stopping right there. And who wins it? It's Blinky Blink. Oh, Superstar Money. You guys were so close. You guys were right. You guys were just right below, right above Blinky Blink. So Blinky Blink, you win the classic. There you go. So just do it on Discord, Blinky Blink. I know you're already there. So just give me your wallet address and I'll just send it over to you. So those are 2 spots right there that we got. So Lucky 13-ish and Plastic and Blinky Blink both got those. So that's cool. So let me just go to the comic book rewards and we'll quickly zip through these. And there is a spot in the live stream for you guys as well. So we might have a live stream winner. Okay. For any one of these comics, I have a number in my live stream for I'm just adding this. Hold on. So I'm just adding this in the background right here. Okay, so you could win. So if you want to win a comic, stick around for a minute. This is going to go fast. 305. Sorry. Man, 3053. We'll see if some of these new members who have got a lot of drop head 3s, we'll see how quickly it pays off. Because there's going to be some I think the landscape could change in regards to whales a little bit. So Lucky 13-ish and Blinky Blink, you both got spots in both of these. I'm just entering your spots right here. Okay. 1 second. Okay, you got 2 spots there in let's do the comic book rewards here. Okay, so let's go up. We're going to do this right here. Now we got how many entries here? 3,055. So where they are right here. Okay, let's do it. This will be quick. Comic 1, Iron Man. Comic 2, Superboy. Comic 3, Team Up. Comic 4, Submariner. And the Comic 5 is the Avengers. These are big ones. These are good ones. Okay, so like I said, how many spots we got? 3055. 3055. So let's get to the random generator. And we'll see how things go here. Okay. I'll bring this up on screen. 3055. Okay. Thanks, Blinky Blink. We got that one for you. Yeah, there we go. We got that one for you. That's going to be good. Okay, so let me just do the random generator. I have to do this on screen. You don't have to be here in the live stream to win, but I always do the winners here live. That way we can all see. So let's see who the first winners are right here. And by the way, check it out. Here's my spatial environment. Look at the drop heads. They're there. Look, they're hanging out. So there's a specific file that you need to have a drop head to be able to do this. So I'm working on that for my members right here because they're having a bit of a problem with Polygon NFTs, spatial. But there they all are, just hanging out. Look at these dudes. Of course, you can adjust the size all you want, but this is sort of how they look. See them? So that's kind of fun. There's me, by the way. That kind of looks like me, doesn't it? Don't you guys think? This is my this is the VeVe this is the not VeVe, but this is my drop heads gallery right here. You see it? So I'm working on the gallery, and I'm going to add more of these dudes in here. I'll invite you guys all in there for a party one day. But there's the random generator. Let's go. First one, bang, 1981. Okay, let's see who wins in position 1981. Oh, that's going to be one of our new members. 1981, that is, where's her here? That is Dub Dolla. Dub Dolla wins the first comic. Nicely done. So, Dub, you win comic 1, the Iron Man comic. Okay, the next comic is the Superboy comic. Let's see who wins this one. Bang. And by the way, that is a Drophead 3 win. That was from the Drophead 3s, so that paid off right away for a Dub. 1357. Let's see who wins that one. 1357. That is Painful Monkey. Painful Monkey wins the Superman comic. I'll review this in just a second here. And we got the Omi. So you guys in the chat could win. If the number comes up, there's 2 live stream chat numbers. There's 1118 and 1337. So there's Leet and then there's 1118. So if those 2 numbers come up, someone in the chat's going to win this comic. One of these comics right here. Okay, so that's the hold on a second. Painful Monkey wins the Superman. Now we got the Marvel team up with Frogman, and it's the White Rabbit first appearance. So let me just hit this one right here. Let's go. Bang. 1413. Okay, let's see who wins this. Didn't move too far. That's interesting. 1413. Where is it? 1413. That is Bass 1984. I think that might be your first win. Bass 1984 wins that Spider-Man comic. Nicely done. Okay, now we got the Submariner comic coming up here with Spider-Man. Let's generate this one. Boom. 506 going back to the OGs. 506. The winner of this one is Ghost 888. Also picked up some new Drophead 3s. So Ghost 888 wins with the old school ones. Because all my early positions are people who had old school ones. And now the big one. This is the Avengers right here. This is Avengers 29 from 1966, Silver Age. You got to love this one right here. Let's see who wins this one. Let's go to the random generator. And for the random generator, let's 3055. Okay, so let's reset the generator. 3055. Okay, it's pure luck now. It's all generated. Let's go. Bang. 2793. This is a Drophead 3 for sure. A new Drophead 3 holder wins this one. 2793. Where are we at? It's Mark Meister. Mark Meister has become a massive Drophead 3 whale. So this is actually very appropriate. I'm very happy for Mark Meister to have won this one. I'm happy for anybody to win. But Mark Meister wins the big comic after getting, like, we're talking tons of Drophead 3s, you know, and a lot of other people have as well. But there you go. Thank you so much, Mark Meister. So that's great. I'm not sure if Mark Meister's watching, but they'll find out in the stream, in the live stream on Discord. So Mark Meister wins the big comic. That's pretty cool. And Ghost 888, one of my longest supporters, wins the Submariner. Bass, one of our newer members here, wins the Frogman. That's cool. Painful Monkey wins Superboy. And Dub with a Drophead 3 entry wins this comic here. So those are the comic rewards for this week, guys. Thank you so much for everybody for jumping in on that. And like I said, this happens every week. We've given almost 550 comics now. So I got to go lucky. Now we got the Omi rewards. We got 6 of them. And we have our all-time leaders right here. And Painful Monkey, 79,000 Omi he's won. And Popey's won 71,000. You can see there's lots of winners. So let's get another 6 winners out right here. And I just got to enter right here. There's Mark Meister right there of the drop at 3. So there we go. Let's get this one right here. Who won? Okay, so hold on. We got Lucky 13ish and Blinky Blink, right? Yeah, so there we go. Okay, let's get the new let's do this. 2847. Blinky Blink 2848. Kind of a fun number. Blinky Blink. Okay, 2849. This is great YouTubery. Imagine if this is all I did all day and you guys just watched me type numbers in. Would you guys watch that channel? There's the 2 entries from today right there. Okay, so we got 2850, a nice round number to see who wins the Omi rewards. We got 6 prizes, so let's bust through this. So what is that? 2850. Oh, actually, let's reset it here. Bang. 2850. Let me just double check. 2850. Okay, good. Okay, we got 6 prizes. Let's see who wins. Let's go to the random generator. That's how it works. Omi for your VeVe Vault. Now, this is Omi that just goes on. This is just layer 1 Omi. You got to convert it yourself. So this goes directly to your MetaMask wallet. Okay, so 28. Okay, I got to bring up the generator. There we go. Let's go. 695 for 5,000 Omi. Who's this? 695. Where are you here? 695 is, oh, it's Dub. We got a double winner. So Dub Dollar wins some Omi as well as a comic today. You never know. That's 5,000 Omi right there. Okay, let's do it again. Bang. 1723. Let's see, 1723. Okay. This is a drop heads winner, the number 3 winner here. 1723. That's Mark Meister. So again, he with that big batch, Mark Meister wins a comic and Omi right away. So that, getting drop head 3s count. So that's 5,000. They can win again. This is all random. You can win multiple times. Let's see what happens. 1842. Okay, let's see who that is. 1842. And that is Mark Meister. That's right. That's again, he wins 5,000. There's a big chunk right there of numbers that he's got because of his drop head 3s. There's a big chunk, in there. So let's see how the generator goes again. Let's hit it again. Bang. 79. This is an OG. This is like OG. It's G Money. G Money wins 5,000 Omi. There you go. That's one of the early entries. Thanks, G Money. Okay, let's hit it again. I love this. How it can go like all the way from 1 to the end. Let's hit it again. Bang. 870. Let's see who wins this one right here. It's all fair with randomized. 870. This is Goody Vision. So Goody Vision wins 5,000 Omi. Nice. Now we have one more 5,000 Omi prize right here. Let's see who else wins right here. Generate 2,000. This is a drop head 3 holder. Let's see. What's the number again? Sorry, 2568. 2568 is. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. 25. It's Blinky Blink. Blinky Blink, you won 5,000 Omi. What do you know? What a lucky day. There you go. Okay, let me just share the screen right here. There you go. All right, here's the Omi winners for the week. Dub. Mark Meister wins 10,000. G Money wins 5. Goody wins 5. Blinky Blink wins 5. So that's 30,000 more Omi. Let's upgrade this. 836,000 Omi sent out to members. we're just doing this every week, you guys. So I'll post these up on Discord, for all of my members to see who won and everything like that. And like I said, you guys, if you guys got one of our drop heads you got one of the memberships here, just make sure you DM me because, I'll get you into the next week's rewards. And next week we have other rewards coming up. We got some special rewards. We got the truck rewards, which are in real world collectibles, like stuff that is like in the real world. So that's coming up this week, And the VeVe Gem reward program will come back next week as well. We can win some VeVe Gems as well. So that's part of the rewards. And we have a future rewards coming. We got in October, I got the Skull rewards coming back. The Zombie rewards are coming back because of Halloween. And then we do have vampires, and I haven't announced it yet, but that reward program is going to open up. So we're going to do all that kind of stuff in October because of Halloween. And of course, we still have our Omi and our comic rewards and other stuff as well. So it's going to be lots of fun. I hope you guys stick around for it. We're just having a good amount of time. And like I said, any of those sales that happen or your membership, it just goes into these rewards so we can keep giving each other fun stuff and having a great time. That's the program. That's how it's going to work, right? So that's the fun of it all, right? But yeah, if you check this out, the Spatial right here, I don't know if you guys are in Spatial, but what I have is a GLB file. That's what this file is right here that's dropped in. So I can do it like this. And, we'll get more... I'm going to try to help out my members to make this happen because you should be able to just do it with a Polygon NFT and just drop it in. So, but we were trying to load it yesterday, and Spatial themselves was having a problem loading Polygon NFTs, like, anything Polygon, which is weird because normally you can just do it. So I went and looked it all up to see if there's some sort of news about it, like if it was down or whatever, but no, it's not down. So it should be easy to do. So we'll look into this a bit more, but all these guys, you can see that they work really well in there for sure, right? So, and if you guys want to vote on these covers, make sure you do that with 101 Pop. That should be a lot of fun, right? Now, I don't know if there's any VeVe announcements that are coming up right here. Let me just double check right here before we head on out. There's Marvel retweeting and stuff like that at the booth. I mean, they're going to be at the Marvel booth again, you guys. It's crazy, right? Okay, here's a little, I don't see any kind of announcement. There's the Black Panther right there. And of course, so we do got this drop coming up, and this is coming up on Friday tomorrow. So I will be going for this one because I need one of these to get into the party in New York. And if you're in New York, I'll see you there. That should be a lot of fun, right? So that's about it for today, guys, though. I mean, I got my comic over there on DC. I didn't go for the McFarlane drop. I got my common comic on VeVe. Oh yeah, I got one more thing. I got to show you my Crypt toys. So this is fun. Look what happened for my Crypt toys. So I got I went for the Disney Crypt toy last week, and of course I got the here. I got to sign in right here. Hold on a sec. I went for the drop, and I got my my one, and I'll show you what I got right here in just a second because I did manage to pull a pretty nice one, you guys. So let's get back in here. Look at this for Crypt toys. Look at this. Check it out. So with the wrapped ones, look, so I got the Mickey Mouse Classic right here. This is the one I got when I first opened last week when I bought one of them on their like BOGO sale or whatever, the 2-for-1. And then this is the one I just opened. I got the Crystal. I got a Grail Minnie Mouse, a Grail. So I'm pretty happy with that. I got Mickey and Minnie, and I got the Grail version of her. I thought for a second it was a legendary, but it's the Grail, number 235 of 900. So I'm pretty happy about getting that Grail. That's pretty awesome. You can see these are my Crypt toys that I got that are wrapped up. Cringer, Luke. I've actually done quite well on these drops, okay? Because look, I've got 2 Grails right here that I pulled, Vader and Minnie. I got a rare. I only got 2 commons out of all my pulls. So that's pretty wild. And then if you look at my my unwrapped ones, I actually got the legendary Luke, and I actually opened this one by accident. I didn't mean to open it, unwrap it, I mean. And I got a Luke. I got 2 actually red 5s. So I opened one of them. You can see my wrapped red 5 is right here, my Luke. So when I got those, I got those sales, right? So those sales went off. And I got a couple of cubes. So I got a couple of so I got a duplicate, but I was able to open them. So that was pretty cool. So that's kind of how I'm going with my Crypt toys right now. I'm just slowly working along, having some fun. And I'm actually like looking forward because I really do think that they're going to have Marvel soon. I think they're going to drop Marvel, and there's going to be like Iron Man and Spider-Man and the rest of them. I think that's coming for Cryptoys. I mean, they have the Disney contract or whatever. They got Disney, they got Star Wars, so the next big one is Marvel. I think that's a no-brainer. I think that's coming. I have no word about it. Like I said, I'm not on the ambassador program or anything, so I don't have any inside info to give you, but I think it's going to happen eventually, and that's going to be fun too. When their market opens up, it's going to be super fun. But I have a couple to run around with. I can play with Luke, and I can play with Red 5. If you actually look at him right here, he's actually pretty fun. Look at him. And then look at him right here. Luke. Anyway, guys, so that's it for the live stream today, guys. I want to thank you for coming out. Thanks to Alex G for coming. And if you guys want to see Alex G at the beginning, just go back. He popped in, gave us some good info, and more to come. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to check out my comic book video I just dropped, give it a look. Let me know what you think. Are you going after the exclusive comics, the ultra rares and the rares? They only exist on VeVe. They don't exist anywhere else in the world, so that's pretty amazing. That's what comic collectors like, is those exclusive covers. In the real world, they go after all the variants. So, you know, we'll see how it goes with that. That's kind of my next focus, along with, well, it's my continuing focus. It's my next focus that still goes with my other focus of the 3-digit commons, because I think those are the most important. And then, of course, you know, maybe I'll get back into secret rares, because I had hordes of those in the past. And that all went into Amazing Fantasy, so I'm going to keep on doing that. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for coming out. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Cheers.